You're about to meet a former student of mine, Michael. About a year ago, he was a freshman at Penn State University in the business fraternity, and in the last 30 days, he's done $327,000 in sales on his dropshipping store. Michael had nothing unique about him aside from his willingness to learn and his work ethic. And it's not like he had a lot of capital to work with or any prior experience running a dropshipping store. He came to us as a complete beginner and started only with a phone, laptop, and internet connection. Michael was part of my mentorship group, Trust, and now we're business partners. Anyways, here's the call we took. Michael Kuehl, one of the GOAT students, one of the OGs, master marketer, and we are working on a store together. Fast forward, who would have thought? If you want to give a little description on yourself, how you found us, what you're doing now, you can flex a little bit. Mike was just showing me the view from his apartment in Austin that he's staying at. A little test drive of the city. We'll see if you like it. But yeah, give the people a rundown. Oh, he's flexing.
Little sneak peek.
He's not shy.
But yeah, I'm excited to be here. It's been a long time coming. I actually started my e-com journey in Dom and Mike's community. Basically, everything started back in the end of 2023. I saw one of their Instagram reels.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Bro, that's been so long.
Yeah, I know. It's been a journey. But I was doom scrolling, and I saw one of your reels, and I was like, dude, these guys are making money from their phone. What the hell? I want to get in on that. And so I started watching some YouTube videos, but I was like, I assumed it was a scam like everybody in the beginning does. So I didn't buy anything, and I really didn't make any progress for a year. But then 2025, I was like, all right, I'm going to lock in. And I joined your guys' community. If you remember, I tried to sell the Christmas whiteboard in the beginning, and you guys were like, nah, that's a shit product, bro. Don't do that.
I do remember.
Yeah. I remember, I think it was January. It was like my first or second week. We got on a call, and we found the plushie product that me and the two other guys started to run, and we all ran it together to each just learn. And that was really fun and taught me a lot of the foundation. And fast forward, I transitioned into paid ads to go back to what I was just talking about, through the plushies, I was able to learn a little bit about Shopify and marketing and making videos trying to sell something and get views. And I made, I think, 5,000 or 6,000 in revenue, and it was only a couple $100 in profit, but it gave me proof of concept and kind of
how's it only a couple hundred in profit if you weren't paying for ads?
I don't know. It might have been more. I don't even know, to be honest. It wasn't. I didn't make any real money. But
I get what you're saying.
It gave me the proof. Yeah, it gave me the proof of concept to kind of be ready to go all in on it. Which then I always kind of saw myself doing paid ads, and so over the summer I really locked in and learned meta ads. And
bro, you can tell the full story too. Locked in the house all day. Blinds closed, dark room, blue light glasses, noise canceling headphones, the whole deal, all summer.
Bro, binaural beats, dude, caffeine's been everything, bro. Everything.
And that resulted in?
It was my third product I tested on paid ads. It hit, and I saw the vision, and so I locked in on that. And in the last 6 months of 2025, we did almost 160,000 in revenue with a little over 30K in profit. And it was a lot of fun. And so I'm still running that store now. Obviously, we are working on a store together, which is going to also be a lot of fun. And I'm excited for us to both bring our expertise in different areas and make that work. And yeah, just loving e-com, loving where I'm at. And yeah, grateful for it.
That's awesome. Let's take it back to that first Instagram reel that made you think Mike and I were scammers. So you found me on Instagram reels, obviously, but what was it that made you join Mike and I and kind of learn from us at first?
I think what made me join you guys is your YouTube. So obviously, people need to become a little bit warmed up to you before they want to join your community. And I was really turned off by some of the guys who I saw on YouTube, it just felt fake. It felt like they were trying to less be helpful to the audience and more just get them into their paid community. Whereas with you guys, I really felt like it was more personable with the audience and more like really just trying to provide value. And I was like, okay, I can see myself learning from these guys. And so it was also like not too big of a commitment at the time. And so it was just easy for me to join, and really it was kind of just like the leap of faith that I needed to really lock in. I think groups are a really, really good way to learn because they get you like a little bit of a commitment, right? It's not like I heard somebody say this, I think it was for Mosey, where you pay more attention when you pay for something. Yeah. Like it makes you value it more. Mm-hmm. And so that was really helpful for me to actually like invest in some knowledge and really take it seriously versus just watching YouTube videos. I think you learn a lot faster when you do that. And yeah, I think what made you guys stand out for me was just the authenticity and really just trying to be helpful. Whereas a lot of other people in this space, I didn't really see that from.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say, I don't know many other people that love their students like Mike and I. Like, I remember I used to like call you out of the blue and whatnot. I still do with many students. And they always answer like all confused, like, hello? Thinking like a fake Dom Day got their Discord or something. I'm like, oh no, it's really me. Like, I would have texted you back in the group, but like, I just want to call you about it and like answer whatever, provide value. Like, it's a lot of fun, especially when you see the value. And bro, you have taken off like a rocket ship. Like, I'm very excited to see what 2026 is going to hold for you. So what were your results in the first 3 weeks? Because you didn't take off right away. There was a learning curve. There's a learning curve for everyone. So say like 3 weeks to a month, or you could expand it to like 2-3 months. Like, what was the overall beginning phase like for you?
Like first starting dropshipping, like first 3 weeks, I don't think I got any sales. I think it was 3 weeks of just making videos with nothing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think it was difficult. I won't lie.
Bro, that's one thing that I talked to Cody about, because I took a call with him earlier, like a video like this. E-com is a skill. Like, if anyone makes any video about like, hey, I'm gonna start up a new e-com store, let's see the results, but it's someone with experience and with the skill, bro, they'll get sales first day, first couple days, first 3 days. Like, if you're starting brand new, you are going to be bad at it. Like, that is naturally how learning any skill goes. But the more you can just be ready to absorb everything, learn, and understand that it should be hard at the start, like, you're going to be just fine. So that's one thing, like, with this new group that we're creating, I definitely want people to have that mindset. Because if you can have that and you can fall in love with the work, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I think that's a misconception that get a lot of people in trouble when they start out with e-com, is they think it's, they don't look at it like a real business when it is right. An actual real business. Is. Like, they look at it like some online get rich quick scheme, which you're running a real business. Like, the people who buy from you are real people, and they expect a good product, and they expect it to be delivered in a timely manner. And I don't know, like whether you run Facebook ads or you make TikTok videos, like those platforms expect your content to be a certain quality. Like everything you do has to be a certain quality for it to work. And just like any business, like it takes time, and it's not easy, and it's not supposed to be easy, but that's why it's worth it. And so it really just takes time and reps, but the reps have to be done so in a way with high intent, so that every time you make another rep, you get better than you were before. And that's really all that it is.
You've been watching too much Hormoz. You're like dropping all these bombs and these quotes, but it's all true. It really is true. I was going to ask, what was the biggest problem that Mike and I at the start helped you with, or solved for you, or helped you solve for yourself?
I think the limiting belief that I wasn't able to make content that would get views and get sales. And I just had a limiting belief that like I couldn't do it really. And Once I saw you guys go through the details that I really didn't know about, and some of the, I don't want to say tricks, but just stuff that you learn with experience,
Right.
that are those little 1% changes that really add up and affect your success. Once I saw you guys do that and kind of give me the skills to be able to do that, I really developed confidence in my own judgment and ability to make my own content and websites and have some conviction in what I was doing, which really helped me get my success.
Yeah. I mean, you have to believe it's going to work, right? Like you really can't make a good organic video unless you really think it's possible for like someone to see your video, go to your site and buy from you. You know what I mean? Because then you're just like, why am I doing this? Like, I don't even understand how it's going to work. That's why I feel like the first sale is like that big first barrier that you break when you're like, whoa, this is money that just spawned in from those little videos I was making. So that leads me to my next question. What would have happened to Michael Kuehl if he did not join the group?
Bro, I'd be on track for the Matrix right now. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't be in Austin, Texas right now. I would be probably at home. I would be in some organization at college, ready to like look for an internship. I don't even know, but I don't even want to think about that. So
that's crazy.
I couldn't even tell you.
Bro, you got to yell at the people through the camera right now, like, join the group, bro. You're gonna end up in the Matrix.
The group. It's 2026. What are you doing?
No, bro, it's real though. Like Cody, for example, he joined in August, and obviously now, bro, like 20K in November. Sorry. Oh my God. Spanning from November 1st to December 31st, 20K. And he's like, well, I'm never going to work a regular job now because I know how to make money online. Like, how would I ever go and work hourly or work for a company or a boss? I was like, that's crazy that Cody's life will never be the same. And your life will never be the same. Bro, even mine, it wasn't even when I got my first sale. It was when I saw that Mike had ran up his store. I was like, well, my life's never going to be the same because I'm going to dedicate the rest of my life to figuring out how to do that. But bro, it's a completely different trajectory that everyone goes on. It's insane.
Yeah, dude, everyone crosses that invisible bridge where they're like, all right, this is my life now. Like, there's no going back.
Bro, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So what's your vision for this year, 2026?
My vision for this year is I want to do at least 100K profit. Like, that's like a bare minimum for me. Like, I'm going to have some issues with myself if we don't hit that.
That's good.
But I also want to...
Sorry, real quick. Goals need to be like that. They can't be like you're striving for something. For example, like any day where I'm like, oh, I'm going to get up at 5, but like I don't really need to get up at 5, but I'm going to strive to get up at 5. It's like, no, bro, I'm only getting up at 5 if I have a meeting at like 5:30 because there's no need.
Yeah.
Like, you must make it so that you would be like disgusted if you don't hit the goal rather than like, oh, I'm striving for it or like I would love it. But you were saying.
Yeah, no, it has to happen. Like, there's no... Ideally, I hit it in the first 3 months, but it's just like a bare ass minimum. Like, that needs to happen. And also, in this year, I want to find more balance with also like living life and continuing my work. Whereas 2025, I was like locked the fuck in,
Right.
Not really like talking to my old friend group. Not really like I completely changed my habits because I changed who I was. So I had to go through that dark phase that they talk about. But I want to find in 2026 more of a balance of like enjoying life and enjoying the fruits of my labor while still growing exponentially.
Yep.
And it's going to be a challenge, but I'm excited for it.
That is hard, and that is the real flex. Like, bro, I just watched Iman's unscripted video, the new one in Cape Town. They had like 3 days of work and then just 3 days of partying. I'm like, that is life. Like, you work hard, you make good money, you make good impact, you help people, but then you must enjoy your life. Like, that is really the flex. Because, bro, if all you do is work, it would be really difficult to not make money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
yeah, exactly.
You need the balance.
Yeah.
What would you say to someone who is like you when you first started or was kind of stuck at the spot that you were stuck at when you were making these videos and not really getting any views, let's say?
I would just tell them that it's a process that everybody goes through. And I would say like the biggest thing I think in e-com and an online business is to not compare your journey to somebody else's journey, because everybody has a different circumstances. We all think a little bit differently. We all have different identities, and we all grew up in different environments, and that affects the way that we think and our actions. And so that's obviously going to affect your work. And so everybody has what they want to get out of it, right? And you might get where you want to go in 3 weeks. There's people who I've seen who they just find out how to get it work right away. And there's people who go a year, and with nothing. For me, it was like 6 months of just grueling work, but I had to learn, and I had to develop the skills. And I would just say it's part of the process, and everybody goes through it, but it's the price you pay to like live the life that you want to live. You know, it's not free.
Exactly. And what would you say to someone who's thinking about joining or considering joining, learning from Mike and I? Hey, and no glaze necessary. Guys, Michael tells the truth. All right, he's not going to be glazing.
What I would say to somebody who's on the fence is I would say, all right, bro, it's 2026 right now, and you're probably young, and you're going to die, right? And you probably don't want to die broke. So I would just take the risk. I would put my chips in the middle of the board, and I would bet on myself, or bet on yourself in this case, and just go for it, dude. I've never seen somebody go for it truly with everything that they have and not get it. Like, the universe will pay you back if you put the inputs in and you go for it. So
that's
take the risk.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, take the risk. Learn from these guys, because they will give you everything you need to be successful, and never look back.
I was going to say, that is a point that I love that you just made, but one that I really think about often. Bro is eating his banana on the testimonial call. That's all right, though. Michael just ran all the way around the entire city of Austin, Texas, so he can eat the banana for the potassium. It's fine.
It was like 6 miles, so I kind of need it. That's why my shirt's off right now.
Bro, I was going to say, like, as morbid as it is, we really will all die. Like, I remember, this is so off script, but this shows we have good chemistry with our students and now business partners, I guess. But bro, like Taylor, my roommate, or not my roommate, like my housemate, I live in the same house as him. He was like, cause he's a really diced guy, like total hybrid athlete. And he's like, if I found out that I was going to die in like 6 months or a year, I would just start blasting gear. I was like, fuck it. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you're going to die. And then I was like, wait, you're going to die anyways. Like, we really should be running towards our goals like we're on fire. I have it taped right here on my window. It says one life. Why are we not running like we're on fire towards our wildest dreams? And bro, an investment in guys who have coached up students who's doing success like you right now, is that really that big of a risk? Like, it really isn't when you think about it. But
no, not at all.
I don't want to like overly promote in this, but that has always been my theory, and it's why I'm in like this house and home that we have now. Like, we took risks to get here. Like, this house specifically was a big risk, and the house before was an even bigger one. Like, those are just random examples. Those are stories for themselves, but I feel that it's never as big of a risk as you really think.
Exactly. Yep. Got nothing to add there.
That's funny you say you have nothing to add, because I don't have any other questions. Michael and I, for context, always get philosophical when we hop on calls. Like, we'll hop on a call to do product research or something, and I'll like share this theory or this idea or philosophy I have. He's like, that's really interesting. He starts going off on his own thing. We're like two philosophers when we come together.
Dude, that's like, I gotta chill with that shit, actually.
Why? No.
My buddy who I'm here with, we'd just be sitting on the balcony because he's like into philosophy as well. And we're just yapping about like the deepest shit, but it's also fun.
That's awesome. Is there anything that we did not cover ecom wise?
I think we covered it.
Ooh, one I got to get from you. What was your first sale like? I'm sure that I know it, but I kind of forget.
Dude, it's actually crazy. So I woke up to it, and so I was in my college dorm, and I woke up to it. It was like probably 9 in the morning. I go check my phone, and there's a Shopify notification. I'm like, literally like that. I was like, what? Like, what? And so I click on it, and I'm like, no way. I just got a sale. And I click on the name, and the name was Takani Arrington from Erie, Pennsylvania. And I was like, dude, like Arrington, because random side note, I go to Penn State, and one of our best players in the history of Penn State was LeVar Arrington. And the address was in Pennsylvania. So I was like, is this LeVar Arrington's wife or some shit? And it turns out it wasn't. So like random, but I still remember her name. I remember where she lived. So like I remember, it's like a moment burned into my mind that I'll never forget. And I was running around my dorm like yelling.
Exactly.
It was a beautiful time.
Bro, I was going to say everyone remembers that. Like I was like laughing with Mike about this earlier. I hopped on a call with Cody earlier, like I said. And the way that I prompted him to tell me about his first sale, I literally said like, everyone remembers where they were when Kobe Bryant died or where they had their first kiss. What was your first sale like? And I'm like, why did I say that? But bro, like it really is burned in your mind. Like I know everything about my first kiss, and unfortunately where Kobe was when he died. I was on the driveway with my dad, and I mean the first sale, bro. Yeah, that was just a bonus question because I don't think I've ever heard that story.
It hits different for sure. And now it's like you're so desensitized to it, but
I know.
Always remember that first one.
I know, always, bro. It's like your first like girlfriend or your first love. Oh
yeah, but now it's like it's cool though because it's just the first milestone in the journey. Like first sale, first $100 day, first $1,000 day,
facts,
first 3,000, first 5, 10. Yeah, it just those milestones you don't forget.
Mm-hmm. And another thing, people think those are so far away. They're really not. Like it really happens quicker than you think.
Yep.
Okay. I have stuff to ask you off camera, but everyone, this is Michael, great student, great future business partner. We're still working on getting the store set up. Mike's living life a little bit, so we're going to revisit in like a week.
Yep.
But I'm very excited for 2026 for you. Thank you for taking this call.
Of course, brother.